gosh. It's here! For those of you that bought my acid reflux friendly cookbook, I'm going to be shipping them out today. I'm including a handwritten thank you note, and I'm going to be wrapping them in tissue paper, sending them out. If you didn't get a copy, there is also an ebook PDF that's available worldwide, so I'll drop the link down below. So my cookbook has 75 acid reflux friendly lunches, prep ahead breakfasts, desserts, dressings, sides, soups, and it also comes with a 5-day meal plan and all of my favorite reflux friendly kitchen staples. It has 10 tips for preventing acid reflux, and as well as reflux friendly spices. Some of my favorite recipes are in this book, and I'm so excited for you guys to try it. But anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be kind of taking you through a weekend day in my life and showing you a recipe tonight, as well as how I de-stress on the weekends. And stress is a super important part of acid reflux management because stress can impact IBS and acid reflux symptoms. So excited to take you along with me. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Molly. I am a nutritional science dietetic intern, so I just got my bachelor's and master's in nutritional science, and I share evidence-based acid reflux and IBS content. So I'm a soon-to-be registered dietitian, and I'm working on some really exciting things to launch this winter, so be sure to stay tuned. Okay, wow, shipping out those books took longer than expected, but I just got back from the grocery store and I'm making spaghetti squash bowls. My spaghetti squash is whole in the oven because it's really hard to cut them when they're big like that. And so softening them up in the oven for like 20 minutes, maybe less, maybe 15 minutes. Then you can cut them, scoop out the seeds. I place mine open side down on parchment paper, and then you bake for another like 25 minutes until you can fluff the spaghetti right out. I'm also gonna be making some bread. I'm gonna top this baguette with some mozzarella cheese and some garlic infused olive oil. So garlic infused olive oil is a great way to add garlic flavor if you can't have garlic because of acid reflux or IBS. I'm also going to be making a meat sauce to go on top, and I am going to be using tomatoes because I want to remind you guys that sometimes if you are sensitive to food, it could be the amount that you're sensitive to. So having a small amount of it may be okay for you. Not everyone can have tomatoes, but some people with reflux can. So anyway, I'm gonna be making a sauce with this, but right here I have a picture of an option that you can use for an Alfredo sauce with your spaghetti squash if you can't have tomatoes, which I completely understand if you're not comfortable having tomatoes either. This sauce is great to mix with sauteed spinach, kale, and almost make like a kale Alfredo. And so I'm gonna be pairing this with the turkey meatballs in my cookbook. So I will get cooking and show you how I do it. Also, if you don't want to buy your own sauce, I have lots of pasta sauces in my acid reflux friendly cookbook as well. So I just made the quick, easy garlic bread with the garlic oil and some mozzarella cheese. If you're dairy-free, you can use dairy-free cheese. You can also use gluten-free bread if you're gluten-free. So there's so many great options out there now. I'm also making a reflux-friendly dessert. I'm doing a strawberry compote, just doing frozen strawberries. I'm gonna microwave them, mix it with some chia seeds, make a little bit of a jam, and then I'm gonna add it on some vanilla ice cream. So kind of semi-homemade and basic, but it's honestly really, really good. I'm also gonna drizzle a little bit of tahini over it. All right, so this has been in the oven long enough for me to cut it. It's softened up. It was about 12 minutes. It's It's gonna be hot, so you can either wait for it to cool down or use an oven mitt. For the sake of time, I'm gonna carefully use an oven mitt. And basically what I'm gonna do is slice it open and remove the seeds. You can see now it's nice and soft to cut. And spaghetti squash is a great source of fiber, vitamins. It's actually more of a non-starchy vegetable, even though it's a squash. It doesn't really have a lot of carbohydrates, so you do want to add like something like bread. That's why I'm pairing this with garlic bread. Because when we're building balanced meals for people with IBS or acid reflux, you want to make sure that you're getting a carbohydrate, a protein, and then some sort of vegetable or fruit in the dish as well. So now I'm going to be adding the seeds of the squash into this appropriately yellow bowl. I'm just using a fork to remove the flesh, but it might be easier to remove it with a spoon once you release it from the squash. All right, so they didn't take long. As you can see, they're hollow now somewhat. What I'm gonna do is just drizzle a little bit of olive oil, or you could even use the spray avocado oil, just a light spray. And then I'm gonna add, this is just like a garden vegetable seasoning. I don't know, it's just something that collected over the years. And adding that on top, I'm gonna do a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna bake this for about 20 to 30 minutes. Once I do that, I will then use the fork to fluff the spaghetti squash out again. In the meantime, my tomatoes are cooking, but again, if you don't want to use tomatoes, you could literally just use a pesto. You could use that Alfredo sauce that I showed, or any of the reflux-friendly dressings or sauces in my cookbook. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go lounge by the fire, I think, and this is one of my favorite ways to de-stress after a crazy week, is just cook a nice meal and sit by the fire. I might take a tub and just chill and put away my phone. So I will show you guys what this dinner ends up looking like. But basically, my tomatoes are now cooking with some turkey. Ground turkey is a really easy, quick source of protein. So I actually nixed the meatballs. I know I said I was gonna do that, but I'm just mixing it in with the sauce. But like I said, you could do this with so many different things if you're not using tomatoes. But if you do like tomatoes, this is a really quick, nice dinner. And what I'm gonna do is add the sauce right into the spaghetti squash. Cover it with cheese and then bake it on high or broil it until it is nice and golden brown and gooey. I also just remembered I forgot to put the spaghetti squash face down. They need to be face down because it traps the heat and the moisture. So I need to fix that. And just a reminder that everyone forgets things in the kitchen. So if you make a mistake, it's okay, everyone does. Basically just got the cheese nice and melty and everything all combined, and then I'm just waiting on my garlic bread that's toasting. And it's gonna be a nice cozy winter meal and easily customizable for your preferences. I'm gonna try a little bite for you guys before my boyfriend comes over, because I'm gonna be eating with him, but I'm gonna give it a taste, make sure it's good. And I didn't purposely do one bigger than the other, it's just kind of how I cut it. I didn't cut it very well. If you were wondering the whole video why this is called spaghetti squash, it's just a really nice variation of a squash that's very similar to spaghetti in texture, but super light. And it's gonna be delicious with the toasted bread. And yeah, if you make this, you'll have to let me know. a little bit of organizing, and I did my meditation, and meditation is a huge part of what I do to prevent acid reflux and IBS. It's excellent for preventing symptoms and managing chronic stress. There's so much research suggesting the power of meditation for IBS, so I highly recommend checking out the free meditations that are on my channel and my Instagram. So I now drink matcha every morning, and I used to not be able to have any caffeine because of my acid reflux, but I found that matcha does work really well for me. A few tips for having caffeine with acid reflux and IBS: always have caffeine with food, and try to never have it on an empty stomach. And it's really important to be mindful of the amount. I literally only do 1/4 of a teaspoon every morning, and it really does work for me. And sometimes if I go over that, I'll have a little bit of anxiety. So sticking to, you know, moderation with caffeine is also another big tip. So I just did a little strength workout, and I took a shower, and I wanted to show you what I would take if I was having acid reflux symptoms. And I felt a little tiny bit of heartburn last night because I had 2 glasses of champagne and that tomato sauce, which I think is totally normal, and I'm not going to freak out about having, you know, a little bit of reflux, because honestly, even if you don't have GERD, a lot of people have reflux every once in a while. It's all good. But I'm not going to take this because my symptoms are totally gone, but I wanted to show you what I would take if I was still having symptoms in the morning, or if I just wanted like instant relief last night. These in here are DGL chewable tablets. I got them on Amazon, and I'll link the ones that I get, and I just chew them, and it helps produce mucus in your lining of your esophagus and your stomach to protect from acid. And I just carry these around just for peace of mind. Can't really see, but it's a really beautiful sunset out tonight, and I'm just waiting for the high protein spinach artichoke dip to bake. And I found the recipe just by a Google search. It's just made with cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, artichoke, spinach, so super easy. I'm gonna have it with some toasted bread and some veggies. So just kind of enjoying some fresh air. So I did one side spicy, one side no spice, and that's a good tip if you're cooking for someone that likes spice but you can't have spice. You can just make it half and half. Hey guys, it's the next morning, and I'm recording a couple yoga videos for an exciting project that I'm going to be launching. I'm at Nove Yoga in Dennis. It's an incredibly beautiful studio that I taught at for years, so it's so fun to be back. I'm recording some videos for them, and then I'm also recording, like I said, some yoga and IBS content that I'm going to be launching this winter. I'm really excited. I haven't announced what I'm launching yet, but it is totally designed with you guys in mind, and it will provide you with all of the tools that have helped me heal from IBS and acid reflux, so that you'll have these tools at your fingertips, and you'll be guided by me to create your own healing protocol. So it's gonna be really exciting. If you want updates on that, be sure to follow along on my socials and sign up for my newsletter below. I'd also love to hear from you if there's any specific mindfulness topics or, you know, yoga videos that you'd like to see. It's going to be a yoga, meditation, and nutrition approach. That's all I'll say for now. But anyways, I'm going to be recording a little bit, and then I'll check in with you guys later. I just got done recording. I recorded a yoga class for releasing the pelvic floor, which is helpful because pelvic floor tightness can contribute to constipation. And then I also created and filmed a yoga class for acid reflux friendly yoga, and I did a yoga class for winding down at night, so for releasing stress. So stay tuned for when I launch this exciting project, sort of give you a hint from today. But I am going to be making more YouTube videos, so let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see, any particular topics that you want me to talk about on Instagram or YouTube. And if you have not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your support more than I can say. And yeah, sending you guys so much love. Have a great rest of your day.